Hi guys, welcome back to GOO ROO Beauty. I'm Jodi and wanted to share with you some brushes that I'm quite excited about. I was sent a set of brushes from a company called Furless. Furless does have a website, furless.com.au. You can access that for product ordering, product info, a whole bunch of things. And Furless is Australian. That's first of all the thing that I'm excited about. So an Australian company that's offering vegan, cruelty-free synthetic makeup brushes. I will be reviewing each individual brush for you because I have been using it now for several months. So a little bit more about Furless. They do ship within Australia for a flat rate of $5, which is what I really love. No matter what you order, you've got a flat $5 fee within Australia. That should take about 1 to 3 days, depending on how remote you are. It may take slightly longer. And then they do also ship internationally for a flat rate of $12.50. And that is also fantastic. $12.50 flat shipping rate is great. Now, I do have an affiliate code, which I'll post down below. And if you use that to click in, then I also get a commission on that. I do want to make that very clear and upfront with you guys. Like Sigma, Furless does have an affiliate program where if you are an affiliate and people use your link to access the website, you do get credit for that, just like with Sigma. But I want to make it clear that my review is not based on any affiliate commission. I'm not being paid to make this review. I was sent a set of brushes with no other agreement, and I've chosen to let you know about these brushes because I do really like them and think that you should know about them. So without any further ado, I will let you know about the set. So this is the set which I'll go into in detail. This is the must-have professional makeup brush set, and it's available on the Furless website for $149.95. And I want to talk about, first of all, how beautifully it was packaged. It came with leopard tissue paper and really nicely packaged. I loved this little holder that it comes in. So the brush that comes in this, there's plenty of spaces for the 20 brushes that the kit comes with, but then there's also loose pockets in the front there for cosmetic products. You could put tissues, you could put sponges. So you can see it's got a nice protective flap that covers the upper row of brushes. And then when you fold it up into thirds, you've got this really nice elasticized strap that goes right around and then snaps closed there. That's a magnetic snap closure there. Really, really nice and handy for carting around like that. And it looks pretty nice and snazzy too with that patent leather look about it. The other thing that I really like about this holder is that it does function as a belt. It does have an adjustable clip there to go around your waist. So I love brush rolls that also function as a belt. If I'm doing someone else's makeup, it's really handy to have it right there strapped around your waist. So first of all, the holder gets a big thumbs up. There are 20 brushes included in this set, and one of the things that I really like about this kit, unlike the cruelty-free brushes that you can find on Sigma's website, is that they are also available individually at their own individual brush price, which is versatile, so that if you've got brushes that you're not interested in this kit, or if you've got some brushes already that you can use the same way, you're not locked into buying the whole kit. The whole kit does retail for $149.95 on the website, plus that flat rate shipping, and they do also offer discounts on Twitter and Facebook on a very regular basis. So I'll go into the individual brushes. There are 20 brushes included in this set for the $149, and I'll start with the sort of larger face brushes and go into the larger eye brushes, followed by the more precision detailed brushes. So the first brush is the PRO7M brush. It is a rather large fan brush. It's fantastic for dusting away powder. It's fantastic for applying like bronzer. If you've got a shimmery bronzer that you're wanting to apply to your whole face, you can use this brush for it. And you can also apply highlight in a nice sort of light fashion. I do have lighter, less dense fan brushes. So if I was going to apply a really pigmented highlighter that I just wanted to apply lightly, I would choose a lighter fan brush. But this is quite nice for most highlighters or shimmery bronzers. And I will also use this brush as well, just to flick off any fallout if I have from my eyeshadows. So that's a nice brush. It is available individually from the website for $12.95, and I would recommend a fan brush for anyone that doesn't have one. The next largest brush is the Pro3F brush, and they call this one the must-have pro powder brush. This one is great for an all-over powder. If you are using a puff, you can apply powder, loose powder to your face to set your foundation with a puff. Then you can use this brush just to kick off anything. You can use this brush to apply pressed powder or loose powder directly to your face. You could also use this one for bronzer. It is domed there, so you can just use the tip and then the rest of it to blend it out, just to apply bronzer, blush, anything really to your face. It's a nice size brush. It is very, very soft. I like it a lot. That one is available from the website for $14.95 individually. Next brush is the PRO6M brush. This is a stippling brush. Anyone who doesn't like looking at brushes that have been used, look away. This does have today's foundation on it. But the stippling brush has two layers, and you can see you've got that darker, shorter layer of hairs and then that longer white layer of hairs. This is fantastic for liquid as well as powder. All of these brushes are synthetics. They work well for both of those things. So this is fantastic for foundation. You can use it in a stippling motion to get a really flawless finish on your liquid or cream foundations. You can also use it to buff things in a nice circular motion. I have used this for mineral powder foundations, finishing powders, and then this one is also quite nice for blushes. If you have cream blushes, if you have powder blushes, it does provide a nice diffused finish, you know, sort of stippling motion there for blush application. So I like that one too. And this Must Have Pro stippling brush retails for $14.95 on the Furless website. Next one is the PRO4M brush, and they call this one the Must Have Pro buffer brush. I really like this brush. Anyone who has that e.l.f. flat top kabuki, this is pretty much exactly the same. It may be a little bit softer, but it's beautiful for liquid or cream foundation, just like with the stippling. It's quite equivalent to Sigma's Sigmax kabuki brushes. So this is really nice for cream and liquid foundations. You can either stipple like that or buff it in. I do also really like this for mineral powder. So if I want quite a heavy coverage of powder over, so I use MAC Studio Fix powder a lot with this, or Laura Mercier's mineral foundation. This is really, really nice for buffing in powder if you really want a really heavy coverage. Really, really like that brush. It does retail for $14.95 individually. Next brush here is the PRO2M brush, and they call this one the Must Have Pro pointed contour brush. You can see it's nicely tapered, so you can use this for several things. I like to use this for blush. You've got more precision placement there. If you've got a more pigmented blush, I would use this to place the blush, and then I would use a different brush to blend it out. The shape of it means that you can also use this for a bronzer. A cream or a powder bronzer would work nicely with this. So you've got a nice shape to use both the flat end as well as the thin end to get more precise application. I also use this brush actually for blending in under eye concealer, as well as tapping a powder to set my under eye concealer. Really like this brush overall for blush, but very versatile as well. And that brush is available for $12.95 from the website. The next brush is the PRO5M brush. It's very similar to that contour brush, but it's angled. So this is fantastic again for contouring. So when you really want precision blending into a precise sort of line, again, perfect for under the cheekbone contouring. Really, really nice for that. I use this with my Chanel Bronze Universal, any cream bronzer. I did also get a Pro Sculpting cream from MAC recently, and I use this with that as well. So it provides a really nice shape for contouring. You can just apply the cream product to this side, just tap that side into the product, leaving this side bare, so that when you actually apply it, this bare side sort of also works to blend out that cream product on the contour. Really nice brush, and this one is also available for $12.95 from the website. Next brush here is the PRO1M brush, and it is angled like the blush one that I just showed you, but it's a lot less fluffy. It's a lot less tapered. So for anyone that uses cream foundations, this would be a nice one for you. It does help to get right in around the nostrils, right up under the eye. I must admit I don't use this one all that often, but again, this would be a nice one for cream bronzers, and you could also apply your highlighter with precision there before blending out with another brush. This is a decent angled foundation brush. I just happen to use other things to apply my foundation other than this type of a brush. It is available for $12.95 from the website. Next one is the PRO1M, and the PRO1M is an interesting brush because I don't have anything like it. So it is a round, sort of symmetrical round brush, you can see, and it is tapered to a dome tip. Quite long, quite stiff, and again, obviously synthetic. So it took me a little bit of a while to find out what I really liked this brush for. So the things that I've enjoyed the PRO1M brush for is concealer under the eyes. I'll place concealer under the eyes. I will also use this to blend under the eyes. It is quite stiff, so you've got quite a lot of control over what you do, where you go, a lot of pressure control, that kind of thing. I've also used this brush for times when I've applied a cream product to my lid and it's dry drying really fast. Because it's just a little bit more stiff than other fluffy brushes like say the MAC 217, this has been really handy for blending out the edges of a really fast drying cream product, because it just does have that extra stiffness just to get there just in time to blend it out. And this is also nice for getting concealer in here around the nose. And then also if I do have a crease and a fluffy brush won't do, the stiffness of this brush is quite handy just for blending out my crease as well. So I do really like that brush, and it is available for $11.95 from the website. Another brush that I use a little bit more often is the PRO7E, and the PRO7E is pretty much like a MAC 224, a little bit stiffer though. It is quite a large eye brush, so I will use this brush like I did today to apply actually MAC's vanilla pigment all over my eye from the lash line right through to the brow bone. I'll use it for that. I'll also use it very early on in my eye makeup process of putting in a soft crease color before I start putting a lot of color down. I will contour my eye with a shade like MAC's soft brown or something like that, just to give my crease a little bit of definition. Really like it for that. You could also use this for, again, concealer under the eye. I haven't used it so much for that, but since it is synthetic, perfect for cream products on the face as well as concealing any spots or anything around your eye. Very versatile brush. This one is one of my favorites from the whole set, available individually from the website for $11.95. Another one of my favorites is the PRO8E, and the PRO8E is really a workhorse brush. Fantastic for patting on eyeshadow onto your lid. It also is fantastic for building up an outer V, blending out an outer V, but definitely packing on both dry and wet products. Fantastic. So you could spray this one down with a product like Fix Plus and then pat on a pigment, pat on a glitter, anything like that. This really is your lid color workhorse, similar to a MAC 239 but a little bit larger, but perfect for lid work for me. Really like that brush a lot. And the next one here is basically Furless's version of the 217. It's a Pro 2E, and it's a little bit more domed, and you can see it's got a flat side and a wide side, and this you would use pretty much as a 217. It's a little bit stiffer probably than a 217, but very similar shape. So this one would double as both a color packer on the lid, as well as an outer V builder, a crease blender. Very, very versatile brush. Really like that one a lot as well. And then this one is the last fluffy eyeshadow brush in the set. It's the Pro 4E, and it's very, very much like the Pro 8E, but it's angled. So the angle is going to help you get more precision really to the outer V area. So I pretty much tap this straight down onto my shadow or cream product, and I'll apply it just tap, 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 tap like that. Tap, tap. I really only use that for my outer V. I will also use it to blend out any sort of eyeline product as well as under the eye. So the angled shape just makes it a little bit easier to apply things in those areas. Really like that Pro 4E. And then onto the more precision brushes. This one here is the Pro 4M, and this one is nice for precise concealer application. It is quite small, so it's too small for me to apply concealer under the eye. I cover quite a large area under there, but really nice for spot application as well as for applying precise wet eye color. So if I'm applying a pigment, for example, like I did today, I used a wet brush to apply vanilla pigment to my inner corner. That is really nice for that. Really nice and precise. This one is my favorite of the tiny brushes in this set. This one is called the Pro 2M. You can see the shape of it there. It's like a little mini smudger. I love this for smudging out eyeliner. I'll put down a pencil and just blend the pencil out as my liner. I can also apply an eyeshadow. Because it's quite dense and quite small, I can apply eyeshadow wet or dry to the line and get quite a bit of definition around there. I will also blend out pencil underneath my lash line as well as applying inner corner shadow. Really like that brush. It's just a perfect little smudger, the Pro 2M. Fantastic. So this is the Pro7M. This is like an angled eyeliner brush, perfect for gel eyeliner. Obviously you've got a lot of precision and control. You can get a really nice flick to the eyeliner on your outer corner, and I also like this for powder over a liner to help set it. I really like this one. It does sort of help to both apply the powder as well as smudge that pencil line a little bit if you need it. You could also use this for your brows, whether it's a cream or a powder product that you're defining your brows with. The PRO7M would work wonderfully for that. And then there's two other options for lining your eyes. There's the PRO6M, which is just a very, very mini pencil brush. This one is also fantastic for using a powder to set like a pencil eyeliner underneath your lash line. I like this in a gel liner to tightline on the upper lash line right between my lashes, and this one also is quite nice for blending out any pencil that I apply on my upper lash line. And then if you want really, really precise liner application, this one is the one for you. It's the PRO6E. It's an angled eyeliner brush that's just so fine. I never really apply my liner as fine as that, so I haven't used this brush all that much. It would also be fine for applying concealer to really precise exact spots around your face. I haven't used this brush a lot, but anyone who does apply really precise, really fine eyeliner would really enjoy that brush. The angle just makes it really easy to apply your liner to the upper lash line to get up and behind the lashes nice and easily, rather than using a straight brush, which you have to use, you know, on that kind of angle to get behind your lashes. So that's why they bend the brushes like that. And then the last two brushes, the first one is the lip brush. This is a nice tapered lip brush there. It's called the Pro 1L, and that is perfect. I have used lip brushes before that are just too loose and fluffy to really pick up lipstick and then apply it precisely to your lip. This is the perfect density and stiffness for applying lipstick, lip gloss, anything that you want to apply with a lip brush. I have nothing bad to say about that. I do also want to mention this last brush, which is fantastic. It's the Pro 1E, and it's an eyelash and brow groomer. So you can use this end here to brush through your brows before you actually start defining it, or after you've defined it. And you can also use that end to also brush through your eyelashes. What makes this a fantastic product though, I think, is the metal edge. I have a brush very similar to this from Ray Morris's brush set, and I love it. When you apply a mascara that's just coming out too clumpy, or you've overdone it by the third coat, this is just stiff enough with the metal and spaced perfectly to just get any clumps out of your lashes. And it does come with a nice little protective cap if you are putting it in a case, so it doesn't get damaged. Really like that. Okay, so that set there is available for $149.95 on the website. I think that's a fantastic bargain. When I look at Sigma's offering, they do have a cruelty-free brush set, you know, the Mr. and Mrs. Bunny. That's a 12 brush set as opposed to this 20 brush set, and they sell theirs for $120 with shipping on top of that. Furless does offer regular discounts and flat rate shipping. I think really makes this one for $149 a much better value compared with the Sigma one. I will say that I have been using this for probably 2 to 3 months. One of the beautiful things about these synthetic fibers is that they're not breaking off, they're not falling out. And I will say, I've got Sigma brushes, I've got MAC brushes that shed, and I've got hairs on my face, and I'm so frustrated. The beautiful thing about synthetic brushes, not only is that it's cruelty free, so you can use this with a good conscience and recommend it to people with a good conscience, but also that they can be used both on cream products as well as powder products. So there's definitely a lot to be said for these synthetic fibers that now are available in brushes. It's a very attractive brush. It's a really nice polished navy handle with beautiful gold ferrules. They just look really nice and classy if you are using them on other people. I love the holder that it comes with, that it double functions as a belt. I love the fact that the website takes PayPal, credit cards, direct debit. They are really fantastic in terms of offering discounts on Twitter or Facebook. I will include details down below if you do want to sign up to Twitter or Facebook with them. The website's great that you can create a wish list on that website if you're not ready to purchase right away. They do also offer a 20% discount to makeup artists working in the industry, and they do offer banners for your blog or website as well. So really that's everything that I wanted to say. If you are into supporting Australian companies, if you are after cruelty-free vegan brushes and you want a set of 20 brushes at a decent price that's going to last you a while and do a great job and not fall apart on you, or if you want to buy brushes individually to build up to a kit, you can do that. So I really like the versatility of that. Sigma does not offer that option if you are looking at individual brushes within a set. It's often quite restrictive. productive. You can only get the set. So that's really all I have to say about Furless. Really like it. This set was sent to me, but would I recommend purchasing that for $149 of your hard-earned dollars? Yeah, I would say that's definitely good value and I would recommend it. Again, I will include my affiliate link down below. Please do post down below if you do have any questions. I hope that I've answered most of them. There are quite a few of you who are interested in this review, so I won't make you wait any longer for it. And thank you, Furless, for sending me the kit. It's really great to learn about you and know that you're out there and to be supporting an Australian company. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely let me know down below if you have any products from Furless and what you really like from them. Have a beautiful day and we'll see you again really soon. Bye.